I could talk to you real quick. Well, I've been getting some reports about some suspicious behavior around here. I've heard that there are guys in some clown costumes that are going around stealing cars. And it fits your description right now, the costume that you got on there. So I was just wondering, have you been doing anything like that? Been taking anybody's cars recently? Or?
In what manner? I'm assuming you're trying to get to a point, but you're calling me a clown, right?
What? You're putting words in my mouth. I just said that there are guys in costumes.
So in what respect? That I'm towing someone's car that I don't have a right to tow? Is that what you're asking me?
Well, and again, I don't know if anybody's got the right to tow anybody's car.
Have I stole someone's car? No,
yeah.
I haven't stole someone's car.
Okay. What are you doing tonight?
Right now, I'm putting gas in my car and letting my police canine use the bathroom.
On private property?
Yeah, we have an account here.
Okay.
Do you have an account here on this private property?
No, I got a card. Actually, use gas on here. So.
Are you?
Yeah.
You get gas here regularly?
I'm asking the questions here.
Okay.
So where are you coming from today?
You're asking the questions.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't think that's how that works, man. I know what you're trying to do. You're trying to promote me as a statement. You can post it on social media, have your whatever. I'm sure you're going to post it regardless. Who are you with? Who you, so I can look it up
CH
later.
and Thai Audits.
What is it?
CH and Thai Audits.
What's that? What's that
It's a
stand?
media outlet.
What's the CH stand for? Is that someone's name or is that
Just
an abbreviation for?
just some letters, man. So where are you coming from today?
What do you want, man? What are you trying to get at? I'm going to humor you because I'm curious to see what you're going to ask me. I can get in my car and leave right now.
And again, I'm just asking what's going on.
Right, you're asking the questions. You made that clear.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
So if I'm going to answer your questions and I ask you some questions, I think that's only fair that maybe you respond, right?
Well, and I'm trying to tell you what I'm out here for. I'm investigating some suspicious behavior. Sir.
Right, and I asked you, and you said you're going to ask the questions. So what is it that you think that me or others that you say in these clown costumes, how is it that you think we're stealing cars?
Well, I know there's some accomplices going on around here.
Some what?
Some accomplices to the crimes. I'm not sure that you guys get out of your vehicle and hop in another person's vehicle and steal it. I hear you call somebody to assist you in taking the vehicle. But that's not relevant. You've already said you haven't done it. So I'm just wanting to ask you, what are you doing today? Do you think that's weird, that question?
No, I think it's weird that you just rolled up here and said there's people in clown. You've had suspicious activity, right? You've got reports.
And they match your description.
And they match my description of people wearing, let's say, a police uniform.
You want to call?
Match my description of people wearing, let's say, a police uniform. There's people in clown. You've had suspicious activity, right? You've got reports.
And they match your description.
And they match my description of people wearing, let's say, a police uniform.
You want to call it that, man?
That's what it is.
Okay.
I'm a law enforcement officer in the city of Terre Haute.
Okay.
This is the uniform that we are required to wear while on duty.
Okay.
Right? I'm a patrolman. I'm conducting uniform patrol tonight. Currently, I'm on private property that we have an account with to fuel our patrol vehicles, our department vehicles. I don't believe that you have an account here. Okay? That's not for me to prove or not, right? There's lots of people that have accounts here. But yet you pull up and you ask me these questions.
Right. Do you think that's weird or?
Not really, given the current climate in this country, no.
Okay. Okay.
You're not the first people to roll up and ask us questions.
What you're doing.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. I'm just wanting to get to the bottom of this.
Get to the bottom of what? Get to the bottom of what? When I show up on a call and somebody calls me, right, there's a reason for it.
Right. And I've gotten a call.
From who?
Now, it's an open investigation.
Oh, it's an open investigation. Right. Are you working with law enforcement in some capacity? Or are you saying that you're a media type person and you're conducting your own investigation?
Well, I conduct investigations.
Okay.
Okay. So, and I'm asking.
What's the accusation then? Because there's an accusation. If there's an investigation, there's an accusation.
Yes.
So are you accusing me of stealing a car?
Did I say that?
I'm asking you a question.
Okay.
I'm not saying whether you did or not. No, I'm asking you a question, right?
Well,
Are you accusing me having stolen someone's car?
I did not say that. I'm asking questions.
And I'm asking you a question back.
And I'm
Do you see
telling
how
you,
this works?
I did not say that.
So you didn't just roll up on some random idiot that's just going to sit here and play into whatever.
No,
get
but you're
mad
not
and-
answering my questions, and it's very suspicious.
What question do you want me to answer?
What?
I told you I have not stolen someone's
Where
car.
are you coming from?
Where am I coming? What do you mean?
Where are you going? Where are you coming from? Where are you going?
No, that's two questions.
Okay, well, you didn't answer the first one, so I'll just move on a second. Where are you going after this?
Wherever they send me.
Okay. Okay. So where are you coming from?
Our police department's at 222 South 7th Street.
Okay. And that's where you're coming from.
Technically, we're on patrol, so we drive around, right, within the city limits of Terre Haute.
And start asking people questions.
I don't, unless I'm dispatched somewhere.
Okay. Okay.
Sometimes we do if we think there's suspicious behavior, sure.
Okay, and so I get that you're getting offended, or you think I'm trying
not
to.
getting offended.
No, I get that you think I'm trying to start something, but I'm just.
Hold on, let me back up
suspicious
because I didn't
behavior.
start. Hold on, you've been recording the whole thing, right?
Yes.
You can edit that however you wish to, and you can have. Hold on, let me finish talking.
Okay.
You can edit that video that this person here is taking of me since you got out of the car,
Yes.
right? I didn't turn my body camera on because I wasn't sure what you needed. Because it's not uncommon for people to pull up here and ask us either police, law enforcement, or law-related questions, or actually need us to go check something out. All right. So I want to back up because when you exited the vehicle, you said you had reports that there were suspicious people stealing cars wearing clown costumes. You pointed at me and said, "Such as what you're wearing,"
Right.
to imply that I'm a clown. Now you can say, "I didn't say that. You're putting words in my mouth." The implication is that you're calling me a clown.
Right.
So right there, that tells me that you're trying to incite me into a conversation to get me to say something or get me to do something that you can post on social media.
Well,
My
and I
badge
gave
number's
you the
250
name.
My
I gave you
badge
the-
number's 251. If you're
251.
It's right there on my
Walker.
bumper.
Okay, I appreciate that.
yeah.
Now, just for your, I gave you the name. It's CH and Ty Audits,
I'm gonna write that down because I've got.
and you got it on your body cam, right? So you can look it up.
yeah,
See that we're not
I don't
editing
really
the
have a
footage.
reason to go back and review my body camera.
Okay. Okay.
I will write it down. It's like I'm curious. I want to see what you guys are about myself.
Okay.
So
And again,
it's
I'm
the
just
letter C as in Charles,
Yes.
the letter H as in Henry,
Yes.
and
And T is in Tyrannosaurus,
T as in Tyrannosaurus.
and Y is in U.
Audits.
Audits. Yeah. Now, again, I get that I know that your job, I know you understand what my job is because you just said the only reason you ask these questions is if there's suspicious for behavior and there's been reports of it. So I've gotten a report of suspicious behavior and I'm wanting to ask you, what are you doing? Where are you coming from?
You've asked me that several times, and I just answered.
So you're
When
coming from
as
the
a
police
patrolman,
department. Okay.
yes, when I come on duty, I start at our police department at 222 South 7th Street.
Okay.
I'm not sure how I can narrow that down any further
All right.
for you.
Yeah.
Because as a patrolman, we literally take calls as they come in, right?
Okay. Okay, and that's fine. So, is there anything in this car that I should know about?
I wouldn't go near that car because there's a police canine in there.
Is he gonna attack me?
He's protective.
Okay.
He is not an attack canine, no. We don't work with attack canines. I'll
Okay.
make that clear for your audit program.
Okay.
All right, police dogs are not attack dogs.
Okay.
They do apprehend. They use their teeth because that is their tool if it's deemed necessary.
And they know when it's
Yes.
okay. Now,
However, if he feels that I'm being threatened, yes, he will defend me.
okay. Now, and I just wanted to ask. You didn't answer the question. Is there anything in this car that I should know about? Drugs, illegal weapons, burner phones, anything of that nature?
No.
No.
No. I find this funny. I see what you're doing. You're trying to flip it around. Like, you're doing what we do. It's pretty funny. No, there's nothing to
I'm glad you think this is funny.
I do think it's funny.
Okay.
I think, honestly, if I had calls, I'd go on it, but I'm just
Okay.
entertaining this because I want to see what you're going to ask me. I'll
Right.
be straight up honest.
All right, and I appreciate that. I
Yeah.
expect that. You know, I'd be
Yeah.
honest with you as well.
I don't
So-
think you are.
Okay.
You've been deceptive.
Okay.
You
Well,
answer questions with questions. You ask me the same thing. You ask me ridiculous questions.
and I think you understand where I'm coming from with those, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
You know,
Okay.
I mean,
well,
what-
just make sure. So, can I take a look? Do you mind if I take a look in the vehicle?
you know what the answer is. You're not entering an apartment vehicle where I have weapons and a police canine.
So
Any
you
more
have
than I have probable cause to enter your vehicle.
Okay. And-
I don't
and
have
again,
probable cause.
Right.
Hold on. Let me stop you right there. Because when we conduct traffic stops, we have to have probable cause to search somebody's car.
Okay.
We just can't get in someone's car.
And even with probable cause, you need permission or a search warrant according to the Constitution, right?
Unless I have a police canine that indicates
Okay.
and says that
So
there's
just so-
narcotics in the vehicle.
Okay. So,
There are certain circumstances, yes, where we may need a search warrant.
okay.
If someone denies us consent, unless we believe that there's lots of laws or case law that dictates when and when we can search someone's car with or without a warrant.
Okay, so do you personally like the Constitution of the United States? Do you agree with the Bill of Rights and all that? Or
Yeah, I've been in the military
you
for
like?
13 years.
Okay. Okay, so the Fourth Amendment says that you've got a right that your property, or you've got a right to security of your person's properties and effects, free from search and seizure, unless permission is given. Now, that's not particularly stated, but that is true. If I permits you to do anything, or unless there is a warrant signed by a judge after a court hearing. So do you not like that? Because you said that if the canine wants to, you just let it.
If he indicates on your car, okay, if I conduct a free air exterior vehicle search that is not violating your Fourth Amendment rights to search and seizure, all right, if he indicates, he tells me because he's been trained in narcotics detection, all right, our dogs are dual purpose, my dog is trained in narcotics detection, and he searches for feet, tracks, all right, or searches buildings, he'll indicate on people depending on what I command him to do. If he indicates on that, that changes things.
That changes the Constitution.
The case law states.
Well, I know, but
I know. Hold on.
Case law.
Hold on.
Oh, okay.
Hold on. You need a. Here's what I'm going to tell you. Okay? I know what our case law says. But I'm not going to stand here all night long and do this because we're getting calls now.
Okay.
Okay. I'd suggest that you and CH and PI audits or PY, you look up the case. If you have questions about the canine stuff, maybe educate yourselves.
Oh, I have. I've read the Constitution.
Okay.
It doesn't say unless a canine searches your vehicle.
Oh, okay.
It just says that you've got a right. And do you like the Second Amendment? Have you ever arrested anybody for having a gun on them? Because
Yeah,
it doesn't. The Second Amendment doesn't say anything about, well, you can't have guns unless you're
I'm
a
not
felon.
the one that dictates how the.
You're just the guy that enforces tyrannical power.
There we go. See there. Now your true colors are coming out on what you really want to say. No, you've been trying to be tactful about it, but now it's coming out.
Well, I'm just getting this straight. That's all
Oh,
I'm
you're
doing.
trying to get a patrolman. So have you ever gone and talked to one of our administrators or public information officer?
They don't really
RC?
usually like talking to me.
Have you tried?
I've tried to get an officer out. I've talked to 3 sergeants now. Yeah.
Okay, stop in there.
They
every
didn't.
week.
They didn't want to talk about it though. They said when I brought up the Constitution, the supreme law of the land, they just kind of said we're
So
not
what do
talking
you
about
believe in?
it. I believe in constitutional law. Have you ever read the 10 Bill of Rights?
It's been a long time, yeah.
Okay, well, you don't have to. You've suggested that I go educate myself, so I'll suggest to you that you read the first 10 of the Bill of Rights, the first 10 amendments, and then also the Declaration of Independence, in which Thomas Jefferson states the just powers of government are derived from the consent of the governed, which is the first statute that's been passed into law in the United States. Is number 1 in the U.S. Code of Law. So if you could look into that and then